Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we're taking a quick look at and installing the MP Concepts chin spoiler available for the 18 and newer GT and EcoBoost Mustangs without the Performance Pack. Now, if you have a non-Performance Pack S550, you might be looking to beef up the front end appearance, in which case this MP Concepts chin spoiler fits the bill. This is going to take your factory, more traditional chin spoiler and turn it into a race-inspired, bold appearance at the front end, one that does share similar design characteristics to the factory one, but basically doubles it up for this double layer appearance. That double layer appearance adds a lot of width to it, pushing it out farther from the front end of the vehicle. It swings around following the body lines of the vehicle in that double-decker fashion, and then has these lipped wings that come up at the wheel well. Overall, this is definitely going to add that race-inspired aggression that you might be looking for at the front end, all using the same OEM CAD data from Ford for a perfect fit. It's made using ABS plastic, a lightweight, impact-resistant material that has a stippled, fine-grained texture to it, so it is a textured matte black. From a distance, it looks smooth, but as you get up close, you can start to see that finer detail. If you're looking for something that's outlandish, something really out of left field, this might not be the option. This is a subtle change at the front end that basically doubles up the factory design. Now, the price tag for this comes in right around 300 bucks. The install, I'm gonna give 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Anybody can tackle this in the driveway at home. You just gotta get the front end up off the ground a little bit to work underneath. You're just gonna be taking that splash shield off and unbolting the factory one, and then repeat in the reverse order. Overall, it'll take you about an hour from start to finish. I'm gonna show you every step of that process. What do you say we get started? Tools used in this install include an impact gun, 7mm deep socket, panel removal tool, and a flathead screwdriver. All right, first step of the uninstall, get your vehicle up in the air safely. We have 4 push pin clips on each side that we have to remove. 1 right in front of the tire, 1 here on this inside of the wheel well, and as we get closer in, there's a couple more, and then 1 on the subframe there. So what we're gonna do is grab a panel removal tool and just start popping these guys off. I'm starting here on our driver's side. Basically just peeling up on that center section and then going up underneath, and it comes off in one piece. Repeat that same thing on the other side. Break out your 7mm socket. The front lip is held on by a number of these 7mm bolts, so get those all off. I'm gonna start here on our driver's side corner by the wheel well and work my way around. So now we can just keep working our way all the way around the front, getting these 7s off. So now we have 2 of those in the middle, kind of favoring each side, so get those off. Now we have 2 at the back. And just 2 left, 1 on each side. All right, kind of out toward our mud flap here. Same thing on the other side. Now we can pull the splash shield off in one piece. Now on our factory chin splitter or chin spoiler, we have 3 of those black push pin clips facing up in each corner. Grab your panel removal tool and get these guys off. Same thing on the other side. Lined up all across the front, there's a bunch more 7mm bolts, so grab your 7 socket and impact gun or ratchet and get those off. Once you get down to the last one, it's going to start to fall off, so just make sure you have a hand there supporting it to pull it off safely. All right, set this aside. So we got that factory chin spoiler off of our non-Performance Pack 19 GT behind me, and it's on the table next to our MP Concepts chin spoiler. Let's go through some similarities and differences, and I gotta say, in terms of quality and fitment, it's gonna be very similar to OEM quality. It's using the same ABS textured plastic finish, ABS being one of the more common materials used in not only factory, but also aftermarket parts, specifically for the exterior of the vehicle. You see that a lot because it's impact resistant, it's super lightweight, and in the right texture, it can look really aggressive. aggressive. Now, the factory chin spoiler here uses a stippled grained, very fine textured finish in a matte black. Very similar, if not exactly the same as the MP Concepts option here. It's gonna have that really fine textured finish, matte black, so it's not very glossy. It looks really stealthy and aggressive at the front. Now the biggest difference here is it's almost like a double-decker chin spoiler. The factory one looks very similar to this bottom section, but it also has this upper lip that adds a layer of height to it. This is gonna be a lot bolder, a lot beefier, and overall more aggressive, just because it does take up a little bit more volume and space at the front end of the vehicle. Now you'll see that it is a little bit wider as well, so it sticks out a little bit farther off the front end. Not very much, but it is noticeable a little, especially at these corners where you see that body line curve. It's gonna hug the body line really well on these vehicles, and it's gonna come up really high at the corners where it meets the wheel wells as well. So overall, just a really bold impression at the front, making a huge difference to appearance. The only thing we have to do here is transfer over the metal U-nut clips from the back of the factory one into the new positions on the back of our MP Concept spoiler. It's gonna use the same mounting holes on the vehicle, but we do need to transfer over the threaded holes from those U-nut clips. So what do you say we get started? All right, so this is pretty easy. We're looking at the back side of the factory spoiler. See these U-nut clips here? I'm gonna use a flathead screwdriver to help us out. You're basically just gonna pry these guys off and transfer them right over. So as you slide that off, bring it over to the new one, pop it onto the hole. Same thing for all of them. All right, now that we have them all transferred over, we can start installing the chin spoiler in the same position the factory one was in reverse order. So now to install this guy, we can use these guiding pins, one in the middle and one on each side, to help line it up to the front end here. I'm underneath, so I'm going just like that. We have one here, one on this side as well, and then one on the other end. And I'm just gonna take a couple of these screws and tighten them down, one in the middle and one on each side, just to help hold it up. All right, so now put all the rest of the screws in place and then we'll tighten them down. Now we can start working our way around tightening those guys down. So now we can focus on those 3 push pin clips all the way in the corner. All right, repeat that on the other side. So now we can take that factory splash shield and slide it back into place and bolt it up using the factory mounting points. Just to hold it up, I'm gonna put the 2 bolts back in the back of the splash shield. So now we can just start putting all the rest of the screws back in. Put that mud flat back on. Same thing on the other side. All right, so we just have one more push pin clip to put back on each side, right here on the frame. Same thing on the other side. There we go. You can put the car back down and you're good to go. That's gonna wrap up my review and install for the MP Concepts chin spoiler for the 18 and newer GT and EcoBoost Mustangs without the performance pack. If you're looking to pick this one up for yourself, you can do so right here at AmericanMuscle.com.